today in all fours. So go ahead and find your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and just give yourself some movement here, whatever feels good. If the hips want to come side to side, let that happen. If you want to find cat-cow, let that happen. Just take a few moments here. Checking in with your body, you can find circles. Just see what feels good here. Maybe even closing your eyes. Take 2 more slow breaths here, moving however you like. And then start making your way to downward facing dog. Continuing that movement, continuing to work out the kinks, to check in on your body. Keep your face relaxed. Spread your fingers out, press down into all 10 fingertips. And that little space between your thumb and your pointer finger, really think about making contact there. Lengthen your spine. Now, on your next inhale, rise up on your toe, lift your heels, lift your hips. And as you exhale, start bending the knees, bringing them towards the mat, but not all the way down. Then inhale, straighten the knees again, stay up on the toes. And exhale, press your heels back towards the mat. And again, inhale, up on the toes, lift the heels. Exhale, start lowering the knees towards the mat, but keep them hovering. Inhale, straightening the knees again, hips high. Exhale, press the heels back, long spine. Keep going with that. Inhale, heels up, hips high. Exhale, slowly lower the knees. Really strong core here. Inhale, start to straighten the knees. And exhale, heels back towards the mat. One more of these. Inhale, lift high. And exhale, start to lower down, just hovering the knees. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, press the heels back towards the mat. Now this time as you inhale, raise high again. And exhale, release the knees all the way down, back to all fours. And taking either wrist and turning it palm up, fingers towards you. And just give yourself some really small movement here. Stretching that wrist. It doesn't take a lot here. You can go front to back, side to side. Just working all those little kinks out in the wrist. Then switch sides. Find that same thing, other side. And release. Now we're going to turn all 10 fingers back towards our knees, keeping your palms down. And on your inhale here, just start pulling your hips back towards your heels, just as far as your body wants to go, stretching the wrists. And as you exhale, hinge forward over the wrists, bending the elbows as you go. Strong core here. Inhale, pulling back, slow, deliberate movement. And exhale, hinge forward, really pulling that core in tight. Keep going with this at your own breathing pace. And give yourself one more. And come all the way up onto the knees, arms out to the side, roll the wrists, making fists here. And coming back to all fours. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Now we're going to bring the right hand behind our head and think about, instead of pressing down with your hand here, press up against your hand with your head. Now as we inhale, the left leg is going to come back, hips neutral, and the right chest is going to open to the right. And as you exhale, we're going to squeeze it in, left knee to right elbow. And then inhale, open up again. Foot back, chest open, exhale, squeeze it in. So 10 of these. Inhale, open, and closed. And 4, inhale, exhale, squeeze it in, really slow, deliberate. 5, inhaling, and exhale in. And 6, and exhale it in. And 7, and control it in. 8, control it in. 9, opening the chest, squeeze it in. Last one, inhale and exhale. And release. And get ready for the other side. Left hand behind the head. Pressing the head up into the hand here. And as you inhale, that right leg comes back. You open towards the left. And exhale, squeeze it in. Lots of concentration here to keep balanced. Inhale, open. And exhale, squeeze. And 3, inhale. Exhale, lots of control. And 4. And 5. And exhale. 6. And squeeze it in. 7. And squeeze. And 8. And squeeze it in. 2 more. 9. And squeeze. And 10. And squeeze. Back to all fours. Bring the hands a little bit forward. The knees a little bit back. And find downward facing dog. Bring the right leg back. And then open the hips here. Bend that knee. You can roll the foot around. Maybe straightening and bending the knee. Keep pressing back with both sides of the chest. And then start bringing that right foot closer and closer to the floor. Turning your left foot out. Finding a bit of a side plank, a bit of a wild thing. Don't put the foot all the way down. Just keep lifting here. And then release the right hand, come back to down dog. Keep that knee bent and lift, 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 keeping the hips neutral. And then rounding the spine, pulling that knee forward and drawing that foot outside the mat to the left and reaching the left arm up. Breathe. And then releasing the left hand down. Find a chaturanga push-up for 3, 2, 1, and back to 3-legged down dog. And draw that foot to the front. Keeping both hands inside this right foot, maybe finding fists if your wrists are tired. And then press forward and back with those back toes. Just nice and slow here. Keeping the core pulled in strong. And then dropping that right knee out to the right. Come to the pinky toe side of that foot. Keep this back leg strong. Don't let it weenie down. Keep pressing the back of that thigh up towards the ceiling. And same thing here. We're going to press that back heel back. And then press forward on the toes. And keep going with that. Just noticing the changes that brings in your stretch. And then releasing that back knee down. Reaching with the right hand for that foot. Just stretching open. Breathe. Opening the chest towards the ceiling. Dog sees the Amazon Prime fan. He's growling. And then release. Press it back to plank. Pause here. Inhale. And exhale down to low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Bringing the left leg back. And opening the hips, bending the knee. Just hold here. You can move around how it feels nice. That foot can roll. That knee can straighten and bend. And start reaching for that left foot towards the floor, but not all the way. Turning the right foot out and finding this sort of cross between side plank and wild thing. Just let this foot hang. Keep lifting the hips, lifting the chest. And then looking down, coming back to 3-legged down dog. Keep that left knee bent. Lifting that foot higher, higher, higher. And then drawing that knee towards your face. And drawing that left foot outside to the right. And finding side plank here. And breathe. Keep lifting the hips. Releasing the right arm. Tucking the back toes back under. And find 3 chaturanga push-ups. You're coming down and up. 2, 3. Come back to 3-legged down dog. And draw that foot to the front. Keeping both hands here inside that left foot. If your wrists are tired, make fists. And keep this right leg strong. Don't find that bend in the knee, really pressing the back of that thigh up towards the ceiling. And then pressing the heel back, forward on the toes, pressing back at your own pace here. Just noticing how that changes the stretch. Keep your core pulled in tight. Now this left knee is going to drop out to the side. Come to the pinky toe side of that foot. And then find the same thing, pressing forward and back. And releasing that right knee down. Right away, reaching for that foot with the left hand. Stretching your quad, twisting open. Twist. Step back to plank. Pause and plank. Inhale. Exhale to low plank. Pause there. Say hello. Find your up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Bringing the feet closer together, rise up on the toes, lift the heels, lift the hips. Going to jump forward, bringing your feet outside your hands. And then sitting down in garland pose, Malasana. Keeping your spine nice and strong here. Maybe a couple sway side to side as you settle in here. Think about pressing your knees with your elbows. Lifting higher through your spine. And on your next inhale, release your left hand down, open in a twist to the right. And exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, other side. And exhale to the center. Inhale, twist, left down, right up. And exhale, back to the center. Other side, inhale. And exhale. Once more, other side, this time holding. And either staying here, or if you want to find the bind, then really digging that left shoulder inside the left knee. That arm wraps around. And you reach and you open. And breathe. And coming back to the center. Same thing, other side. So start by releasing the right hand down, opening towards the left. And if you want the bind here, then you're really going to dig this right shoulder inside that knee, and this arm wraps around that leg. And then you reach back with the left arm, find your fingers, and then really open towards the left. Think about widening your collarbone here. Release, bringing your hands right down underneath your shoulders here. Let's start to straighten the knees, step back. And then find a bend in the knees again, bringing them nice and wide. Press firmly down into the hands and bring your knees in towards your armpits, coming towards our crow pose. Round your spine, lifting one foot or maybe both feet. And either staying here or lower your crow. Bring her low. Maybe releasing the head and finding tripod. If you have a tripod headstand in your practice and you want to lift up here, feel free. And slowly, lots of control, coming back to your tripod. Now if you're feeling extra today, you want to press back up to crow, scooch onto your forehead, strong core, press up. And then release your feet. Release your seats. And let's bring both legs in front. Bending your right knee, let's bring it to the left thigh. Inhale the arms overhead. And as you exhale, hinge forward from the waist. Reach, reach, reach. Find that long spine. Wherever you are, hold there. Keeping your spine long, resisting that urge to round into it, to come lower. Keep pulling long. And slowly releasing back up. And keeping that left leg extended, let's interlace our fingers around that right foot and straighten that leg. If your arms are not quite long enough here, just interlace around anywhere on your leg that feels comfortable here. Keeping the spine long, and breathe. Bending that knee, and find carrying a baby pose. Just pulling that right foot into the crease of the left elbow. And then sway back and forth a little bit, pulling that foot up and in. From here, let's try compass pose. We're gonna dig this right shoulder underneath that right knee, really pulling under. Hold on to the right foot with the left hand. Release the right arm, and then you just straighten that leg out. You're opening the chest towards the left. Breathe, only go as far as you want to here, only as far as your body wants you to go. And then slowly, carefully release. Just keep that leg resting there on the upper arm. Plant both hands down, strengthen your core, and then lift to elephant trunk pose. Breathe. And then release, extending the right leg forward, bending the left foot to thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, long spine, reach forward, reach, reach, reach. And then find your hold wherever you are, keeping your spine long. Your face relaxed. Carefully release, keeping your spine long. Interlace your fingers around the left and extend. Think about growing here, growing taller, shoulder blades closer to each other in the back. Breathe. And bringing a bend into that left knee and find carrying a baby pose. Pulling that leg up and in, rocking back and forth a bit. Now, if compass pose wasn't working for you, then just stay right here. Just keep doing this. This is great hip stretch. If you want to try the compass pose on this side, then just dig underneath with that left elbow. Hold on with your right hand. And then straighten that leg out. And my chest is opening towards the right. I'm going to look towards the left. Breathe. And slowly releasing out, keeping that arm underneath and finding elephant trunk pose. So this left arm is slightly bent. My leg is just kind of hanging there in my upper arm. Now engage your core here. Get ready to lift and breathe. And slowly release. Bring both knees in. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And as you're ready, roll back. Knees to chest, rock side to side. And drop the knees to either side. Look opposite. And then switch. Back to the center. One leg at a time. Come flat. Adjusting as you go. And give your legs just a little bit of movement internally and externally here a couple times. Just letting them flap open, internally rotate again. Let them flap open. One more time, internally rotate and flap open. Just let them relax in that external rotation. Let your arms rest wherever you're comfortable. Tucking your shoulder blades underneath. On your next inhale, really stretch out your fingers and your toes as far as they can reach, as far apart as they can. And then exhale, relax them completely. Really feel that difference. And let that feeling flow through your limbs. Let that relaxation envelop you. Reach your face. Relax your tongue. Staying here in your Savasana, in your relaxation pose, as long as you like. Thank you for sharing your space, your breath, your practice. Namaste.